Hi everybody, and welcome to the first video on my channel for the new year. Happy 2019. We are kicking it off with a speed build. I decided to do a speed build in Del Sol because it is the latest world that we have received. I went online and I wanted to do something nice and modern, something very like for, some famous people, but I also know that we don't have a very big world, and when I am limited to space and lots, I like to resort to apartments or townhomes to be able to fit in more Sims. I love building townhomes. I love downloading them, watching other people build them. I think they're so cute. And I definitely wanted to make, like I said, it modern because it's set in Del Sol. Now, these townhomes are for I built them for basically somebody who comes to Del Sol or already lives in Del Sol, and they have their foot in the entertainment industry. They're halfway there. They're not super famous yet, but they're on their way to becoming famous. So they're not necessarily like new. They've already been in the industry and they've already like made a lot of connections and they've got money, but they're still on their way to becoming like super duper famous or popular in the entertainment industry. So these townhomes are built for an entertainer, actor, musician, what have you. And so I had a lot of fun building because I had exactly the kind of person I thought would live in these townhomes in mind. Typically when I build, I'm kind of like, okay, who's gonna live here? What's going on? Do I want this? Do I want that? But these were so easy because I was like, okay, no, the person living in the first one, he's this kind of person, he loves this kind of stuff, etc. So it was really fun. Here we are in the front. The landscaping, you guys, I'm so impressed with myself. Let's talk about the inspiration for this build and then we'll continue with the landscaping. So first and foremost, I went online and all I looked at was a modern townhome. That's it, just modern townhome. And I basically got inspiration of, okay, you want these kind of windows and doors, and you want it to be tall, and you don't want it to have too many windows, and you want it to look very chic and modern. That's it. I legitimately came up with the landscaping myself. I came up with the backyard myself. Like, I am so impressed because typically when I do find inspiration online or from somebody else or whatever, I will try to follow step by step because it's hard for me to get like my creativity out in the game, if that makes sense. Like, some people can just build and like their imagination goes wild, but for me, I have to be like, well, what should I put here? Like, sometimes it doesn't make sense to me, especially landscaping. I will either go way too overboard or I won't do enough and it gets frustrating. So I was so happy that the landscaping that I went with made sense. I love it. I was like, oh my god, so proud. I was just so impressed with myself again because I was like, okay, I gotta fill up the space, but I don't know what to put. And I decided to put that really nice hedge, like, what's it called? Not the fencing, but these hedges, these hedge bushes. I decided to add those in, and I was like, oh, that looks so good. Like, it takes up space, but not too much. It still looks nice and sleek. So I am so proud of myself with the landscaping because that is one of the hardest things for me when it comes to building, and I think it came out really nice. It complements the build. It makes sense. It's not too much. It's not too little. I definitely had to add some rose bushes because I wanted these townhomes to look very luxurious, and some nice maintained rose bushes always look really good. So I added that, and then I didn't know what to put in this little corner. I didn't want to just put landscaping, so I did end up putting a little water fountain just to kind of add some appeal. And then on the right side of the build, you will see me add some mailboxes. On the left side, I will add some patio furniture, and then right there in the front perfectly fit the signs for these townhomes. I'm telling you, I did not find any of this online. Like, 90% of this build was out of my brain. The only thing I got from online was how I want it to be 3 stories, have some balconies, and have some modern, nice, sleek doors and windows. That's it. So I just kept going and going and going. I spent so many hours on this build. I was having so much fun, again, because I think I knew exactly who was going to move into these. In the backyard, we are here. I just went ahead and added the nice little deck and then the stuff that goes on the deck. So very simple, just barbecue, trash cans, patio furniture, the essentials, I think. Again, whoever moves into these townhomes, they are entertainers. So I definitely want them to have a nice little back patio space with a barbecue, furniture, and then some hot tubs. So I just think these are perfect size backyards for entertaining like a little group of people, nothing too wild. I also had to play with the grass paint a little bit because I feel like the one that comes with the lot it looks a little like dying and like not nice, which is weird if we're in Del Sol, but I guess parts of our LA does have like pretty shitty grass, so I don't know. But I went ahead and added some really nice green, luscious looking terrain paint. So that was pretty much everything for the back. Now we are going into the front of the townhome. When I usually build, I don't even know what I'm doing on the inside. I just focus on the outside, and sometimes that could be challenging because I'll get to the inside and I'll be like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this space? But this actually turned out really, really good. I was very surprised and very lucky. I'm not one of those people who goes, okay, I need like 15 squares, and like I don't bother. I probably should probably make my life easier for some builds, but I'm still learning how to build and still learning to love to build. So I just, baby steps, baby steps. I think for 2019, I will definitely try to learn more tips and tricks to make life easier when it comes to building. But for this build, everything turned out pretty good. So it's 3-story. The inside, at first, I just painted it just whatever color. I'm one of those people that I hate when the walls aren't painted. Like as I'm building, it throws me off to have all those lines. So I'll just paint it whatever random color just to like not bother me while I'm furnishing. So I went ahead and just did that. The layout for every single townhome is basically the same, like 80% the same. The only thing I really change up is colors, decor, whatever I furnish, but for the most part, like every single layout blueprint is the same for each townhome. I usually keep it that way. I also, good job for me, I remembered to copy rooms. I'm so bad about remembering that, and like I will spend hours on each and every single like living room, bedroom, kitchen, and they're all the same, but I just forget to copy. So I remembered to copy the rooms, and if that's the exact same layout I'm going to use, just copy it. So I don't know why, but those are little tips and tricks that like everyone knows, but I just forget, and it will save me time. So I made sure to copy most of the rooms, especially bathrooms. Those can get tedious, so I made sure to copy rooms. But anyway, the first floor is the like entryway, the kitchen, the dining, and the living room. Second floor, I made that the master and the office area. And then for the third floor, I made it like a little entertainment floor because the balcony is up there. So I made it an entertainment floor. I have guest bathroom, guest bedroom. So I was able to fit quite a bit here. I didn't add any like communal amenities like laundry or workout, anything like, fitness, anything like that. Towards the end, I was like, should I have added that stuff? But honestly, like, they're probably rich enough to just get dry cleaning or whatever. I don't know. So there are a few things you could have definitely added to these luxury townhomes, but I didn't. So yeah, feel free. That's why I kind of looked in the basement for a second because I was like, did I want to maybe throw in something down here? But honestly, I am even thinking about building a like communal luxury, not shopping area, but kind of like have like a luxury laundromat, luxury like market. I don't know, but I want to build like a little community, like, I don't know, bunch of little stores or something. Maybe I'm thinking about that. I really love Del Sol because I feel like it is such a niche kind of world. So all the other worlds, like Willow Creek, it's like do whatever you want. Oasis Springs, do whatever you want. Like they kind of have themes, but like you could really do whatever you want. Whereas Del Sol, it's specifically made for like becoming famous and being famous and all of that. And so that's kind of fun because then you can really be like, okay, I definitely want to put this here. It's kind of like Forgotten Hollow, where it's like specifically like vampires and like dark and stuff. So when you build there, you have direction already. I really like that because I love building in worlds. Like I love designing what lots go where and all of that. And so I like that a world kind of gives you really precise direction as to like the vibe and the theme. With these townhomes, when I was building them, I was envisioning that they were not rented out yet, that they were not bought yet, that these are townhomes brand new that a sim would go and tour with the real estate agent and see if they want to buy it. So I did not build these as if someone already lived there. I built it with a specific style in mind, but I didn't put too much. Like I didn't put a lot of clutter. I didn't put like any like personal details because I wanted someone to, you know, a sim can come in and be like, yes, I like this. It's kind of like model homes, if that makes sense. So I didn't put a lot of decorations in the kitchen or in the living rooms. I really just put the basics and just change up style and color. Also, just so you know, I did cut out quite a bit of footage of me building. So if you're like, oh, like did this just like jump around? It was literally even sped up. The footage came out to an hour, came out to 50 minutes, sped up. So I had to just take out chunks. And also a lot of the footage was me being indecisive about colors and swatches, and you guys don't need to see that. Things like lighting or like swatches of the paint for the walls, I just didn't want to like leave that in there and bore you guys, but I did try to keep in as much as I could. But man, I spent so many hours on this build. I couldn't stop. I just kept going. But I did reach that point in the end where I was like, okay, I need to like edit and upload this. Like let's wrap this up. So I didn't go too crazy with decorations. And I'm really happy with how these turned out. I think these are perfect for those Sims that need to just move into a nice, modern, luxurious area, and they can do some entertaining and they can focus on their entertainment careers. And they look, I think I fit as much as I could, and I think they look really great. So let's get into the tour of the townhomes. On the right side of the complex, you have some mailboxes. Again, love how I was able to get ombre mailboxes, just like how the townhomes are like ombre colored. So that was really, really awesome. I hate that I was recording in fall because all of the the landscape doesn't look that great. I'm so bad at that. I need to find the cheat where I could change the weather because it throws my build off. But anyway, here on the left side, we have the patio furniture. Really nice, welcoming, modern looking furniture. And I love the plants right there on the sides. Those look really, really luxurious. Here in the backyard, pretty much all look the same. I fit the essentials. You've got your barbecue, your hot tub, your landscape, and your patio furniture. Love, love, love these. I also love that landscape I ended up going with. I think it looks really nice, and it's not too much. You know, at first I started putting like flower bushes, and that was a little much. But here are the backyards. Moving on, let's take a quick tour of the front of the townhomes, and then we'll go on to the inside. You have the balconies up top. I didn't want to clutter them too much because they are like in front of the townhomes, so I just put like essentials there. You could always add way more, but I didn't want to add too many plants or anything and clutter them. Let's go into the first townhome. Here is the entryway. They all pretty much look alike in terms of layout, but I did switch things around like furniture and decorations. Now this townhome is mostly blue tones, and I envision that the person that lives here is a very young, like egotistical, kind of like attention grabbing man. He loves to show off. I kind of pictured like Don Lothario, but basically for me, this townhome is perfect for the kind of guy who loves to show off, is big into looks, and I just made it very masculine, so that hence why there's a lot of dark blues and navies in the house. But it was really fun to build because I was like, what kind of like stuff would this like show off egotistical guy like in his townhome? And it was really fun to play with it, but at the same time not cluttering it up too much, because these are modern, luxurious. I don't want like it to look too busy. So here is the kitchen, living room, and dining area. I was finally able to use those giant paintings that come with in the city. Am I saying that right? City living, sorry, city living. Those are really perfect for dining. Here we are in the second floor. This guy is all into his look, so I had to put a little like gym fitness area. So here it is. I just fit some stuff. I put, you know, some essential workout gear, and then over in the corner you will see a massage table. I didn't know what to put in that corner. Like, putting things by staircases can kind of like throw me off, and so I just put a little massage table. Besides, when you're working out, it's good to get like your muscles worked. Here is the office. This person loves to collect memorabilia, and I imagine this is actually like maybe a young musician or DJ, so I put a lot of music gear and decorations in this townhome specifically. So yeah, I kind of had like a young DJ in mind, and so you'll see a lot of music related items. Now we're going into the master. Lots of blues. I definitely kept it modern. There's not a lot of clutter. I really like how this looked. I think it was like sunset, and it looked so good. I'm not usually paying attention to what the weather's like outside, so I got a really good glimpse into the inside of the townhome with how the weather was and the time of day was outside. Here is the bathroom. The bathrooms are pretty simple. I didn't do anything crazy with them. Sometimes bathrooms are the least interesting for me. Here is the hallway to the third floor. This guy again is a show off, so we've got some trophies and some memorabilia. We've got the two doors right there are the guest bathroom and guest bedroom. Then we have the entertainment room, and again, this guy's super into music, so we've got a DJ booth, we've got a bar area, more memorabilia. Here is the beautiful patio. The only thing I really added for this guy was that little music area in the corner, which I think is really cool. I never use it, so that's pretty awesome. I'm going to go ahead and show the balconies for the other townhomes just because the lighting was really good. This is the second balcony of the second townhome, and I just put a yoga mat and some nice patio furniture, and the third one has patio furniture and a massage table. I kept it really simple. I also wanted to mix it up so that the person moving into the townhomes had options. So one has a massage table on the balcony, the other one just has like a yoga mat. Let's go into the second townhome. Same setup, but I did put a little bookshelf, and it's a little more tranquil, and I did like a lot of the paintings that I put in these townhomes. I was able to use some that I never would use otherwise because I wanted to keep it modern and simple, kind of like minimalist. Here we are in the kitchen and dining area. I love the blues that a lot of the swatches have, so I love playing around with the different types of blues. The color blue adds some color, but not too much. It's not too bright, it's not too loud, so I love adding blues. I also love that painting that we got with Get Famous. I love the different swatches. And then of course the kitchen, didn't do anything too much. I could have added some stuff, honestly. I think I forgot about the kitchen. I hate that that corner cabinet has a discoloration because of the lighting. That is a big pet peeve of mine. But anyway, we are upstairs in the second floor. Yes, second floor. These bookshelves don't look very modern, but they're the only ones that really fit and take up enough space, so I went ahead and added them. I do wish we had more modern bookshelves. I don't feel like we do. A lot of them are wood, but they're like old wood. They're not, you know what I mean? Anyway, here in the office we have a keyboard and we have just a nice desk area. But anyway, here we are in the master. I love this master. I love how it looks. It looks very modern, very nice. And then the bathrooms are very, very simple. I will say though, I definitely had to add a nice big tub for those bathrooms because, you know, the people that live here are rich and are pretty popular, so you want a nice big tub. Then we have the third floor. Here's just a small hallway. You have the two rooms right there, the guest bedroom, guest bathroom, and then we are going into the entertainment room. The entertainment room for this townhome was similar to the first one. You've got a little bar area, you've got a karaoke station area, and then you've got a little dance floor. I love this one because it's pretty spacious. I really, really like it. And I love to dance, so I had a lot of fun putting in the dance floors. Into the third townhome, this one is definitely a little bit different because the person moving into this townhome I envision is more of an intellect. He's older, or maybe it's a couple, but whoever moves in is older, more intellectual. They're past their partying phase. They're more into the like entertaining for like connections and like good art, good food. Like they are a lot more mature. So I definitely wanted the colors and the decor to reflect that. Here is the kitchen, dining, and living room. The kitchen, I changed the colors up a bit. I really like that color of the cabinets, that nice burnt, like reddish orange color. Almost brown, really. I really like that color. It's like not too dark, it's sophisticated, so it went really well. And here is the living room and fireplace. I couldn't fit too much because the doors that I put for the outside kind of like cut the living room in half, but I did what I could. And then we are here in the second floor. This is, again, this person that lives here, or this couple that lives here. They are really mature. They're more into the fine arts. Maybe it's like a director or executive. I don't know. But I wanted to keep it minimal and keep it very like almost museum-y, honestly. You have a collection of music over in that corner. That was fun because I was able to utilize that staircase corner in a really nice way with putting some musical instruments right there. Then we have the office. I think actually I decided that the person that lives here does like music and executive stuff for movies. So I put a lot of movie posters. I even have a movie room, theater room in this townhome because I feel like this person is executive in some sort of manner, but definitely for like movies, soundtrack, things of that sort. Here we are in the master, and this one's pretty simple, nothing crazy. Those little bookshelves right there against the wall underneath the TV are really the only ones I could put there that wouldn't take up a lot of space. So that's why I put that there, but it works out. I mean, it adds a little bit of clutter, so it's kind of nice. And then, of course, the bathroom, again, nothing crazy. I love this red that I have on the wall. It is the perfect red. It's not like too bright or too dark, so I really love it. Also depends on the lighting, though. Here we are upstairs in the third floor. We have the guest bathroom, guest bedroom again. They're all the same, so I didn't bother really showing them. They're nothing special. But you have the hallway. I love that I love that big floor radio that is by the plant. I really love that. I don't use that a lot either. And then we have some awards, plaques, things of that sort. I did show this restroom because I loved how this one turned out because of that dark red. And then I did show the bedroom briefly. It was hard to show it because It is a tight spot, so the camera can't really get too many angles, and of course the palm trees peeking in on the window. But anyway, the bedrooms are really small, those guest bedrooms. Then here we are in the movie theater room. I love these because they're so fun to decorate. They're just like really, I don't know, they're really cool. I've always wanted like a movie theater in a house. Like, that is so badass. I love that. We watch a lot of Netflix and movies, so I have a special place in my heart for these types of rooms. I really, really love them. And that is it. That is a pretty brief overview of my townhomes. There's definitely more I can show, but there's a lot that I did, a lot of footage. So I hope you guys liked this video. I had so much fun building these. I think that they were so much fun. So I think that they came out really well. I hope you guys like them as much as I do, and I thank you so much for watching.